this is MJ, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make little scrubbies. You can use them for your face or for your kitchen. So what we'll do is make 2 of these rounds. Then we're going to attach them together so it's nice and thick, and add a little loop. So what I'm using to make these scrubbies is Bernat Handicrafter Cotton Scrub Off. The texture in this cotton gives it a really nice stiff scrub texture, and as you can see, we get a variety throughout. Okay, so I'm going to be using the color Raindrops for the scrubbies I'm making today, plus I'm using a 5.5mm crochet hook, and this is a Susan Bates hook. Now if you're not able, I believe this may be a Walmart exclusive. I picked this up at Walmart. But if you're not able to find any, just regular cotton will work great as well. So let's begin with a magic circle. So what you want to do is wrap the yarn around your index finger 3 times. Take your hook, slide it through, grabbing your first loop, and pull. And now we'll chain 2 to secure that. So now in our loop that we've made, we're going to crochet 10 half double crochets. There's 1, yarn over, going through your loop, grabbing your yarn, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, go through, grabbing your yarn, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3. So make 10 half double crochets in your ring. Okay, so I've worked 10, and now I'll show you how to pull your ring tight. So take your tail, begin pulling that, and as you can see, one of our loops pulls in, the other one does not. So take the loop that's pulled in, pull it, and now grabbing our tail again, pull that. And now we're going to slip stitch to join. Okay, so we'll slip stitch into the top of the first half double to join. So you want to find the stitch, not the chain. Slide your hook under, grabbing your yarn, pull it through and through the loop on the hook. And now we'll chain 2. Now we'll work 2 half double crochet in every stitch around. So this is our chain here. This is our first stitch, and we're not going to count our chain 2 as a stitch in this pattern. So yarn over, going through the stitch, pulling up a loop, yarn, go back down through that same stitch and pull through. So now in every stitch around, we'll crochet 2 half double crochets. So we'll end up with a total of 20 stitches when we complete this round. So I'm going to continue with that off camera, and I'll meet you when I get to the other side. Okay, so I've worked around and we have 20 stitches, and make sure you just double check, go back and count just to be sure. This is where the scrubby starts. See how that's joined there? I just don't like that long strand, so I'm just going to cut that. Okay, so now we'll slip stitch in the top of that first half double crochet to join and chain 2. Okay, so we're going to make another increase round. We're starting into the scrubby, so every scrubby you make will end up being a little bit different because the color changes, and whether it's smooth or textured is going to change as well, so it makes them really fun. So we'll add 1 half double crochet into the first stitch, and then we'll work 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochet in the next. And just repeat this all the way around. Okay, so I've completed that round and you should have 30 stitches. And now I'll slip stitch into the top. It's a little harder to see with the scrubby textured, but just try and make sure you're going under both loops and join and chain 2. And now we'll work 1 half double crochet in the first, 1 half double crochet in the next, and 2 half double crochet in the next. And of course it's a little bit more difficult when we're working with this textured material or yarn. So you just have to really make sure you're finding the stitch. So we work 1 in each of the next 2 and then 2 in the next. And then you should finish up with 40 stitches. Okay, so I've completed that round. I'm going to slip stitch to join. At this point you can fasten off. And weave in those ends. And then what you'll do is just repeat exactly what we just did without fastening off, because we'll continue to seam up our scrubbies together. Okay, so I've worked up my second round and I weaved in my end. And so this is my right side and this is my wrong side. So we want our wrong sides together. I'm going to chain 1, and then to attach our 2 rounds together, what you'll do is you'll work through the first stitch and then go through. You can really just grab any stitch on that side, grabbing your yarn, and we're going to do a single crochet to join them. So go through the next stitch, find the next stitch on the other round, grab your yarn, pull it through, and make your single crochet. So we're going to continue this right around, joining our 2 pieces together. Going through and making sure you're going under both loops. Depending on how you end up, if it's a fuzzy edge, it's a little bit more difficult to see the stitch. But every one you make is going to be a little bit different depending on what section of the ball you're in. And I'm just going to continue around. Okay, so here I'm coming. If you wanted to make these so that you could put your hand in it, just don't close it up all the way. But I'm going to close mine up completely. So I'll keep working. So once you're all the way around, you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet to join. And now you can chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, really as much as you want your loop to be. Maybe I'll do 10. 9, 10. Then you want to slip stitch back. To join that. And fasten off. And then that allows you to be able to hang it up. And now you just want to take your yarn needle and weave this end. You want to really make sure that you give it a little bit of a knot there. You want to make sure that that's not going to come loose. And then you're going to weave your yarn in one direction. And then you're going to weave it back in the opposite direction, and that's going to secure it. And then you can trim.